Welcome. My name is Nelson Bates, and I'm the author of Best Website: Simple Steps to Successful Websites book. I wanted to make a brief video here to answer probably the #1 question I get, which is, can you really earn $100,000 in a single day from your website? And the good news is definitely yes. Okay, so I wanted to give a brief overview and then give some specific examples and then show you how you can do it as well. Okay, so the brief overview is something like this. If you've spent the time, effort, and energy to build a successful website, what most people don't realize is that they can sell that same business to other countries. And what I mean by that is, when most people believe that the web is global, and in some ways that was true when it began, but somewhere along the lines of 1999 or 2000, the search engines started opening country-specific search engines. And for instance, yahoo.com is the main site, but yahoo.co.uk is for the United Kingdom, and they have their own algorithms, search algorithms over there. Just to give an example, if you go to yahoo.com and you type in the search term internet marketing, and you open up another browser with yahoo.co.uk and you type in internet marketing, every single business is completely different. So it's a completely different market altogether. Okay, so that's the broad overview of, if you have a successful website, if you spend all the time to build a successful website, then you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling it to other countries. And you don't even need an incredibly successful website to begin with. If it's only $500 a month, that's doable. If it's $500 a month profit, if your website is making that much money right now, you can totally do it. Okay, so the example that I wanted to give is a specific example of a website that I built and ran titled buysellwebsite.com. That's B-U-Y, buysellwebsite.com. I've since sold that original business, but I've sold quite a number of duplicates or spin-offs for other countries around the world. Okay, and buysellwebsite.com, by the way, is just a classified ad website. It sells classified ads to earn its money. Okay, so at the time that I started doing the spin-offs with this particular website, it was making about $2,500 a month in profit. Okay, so not a lot of money, but about $30,000 a year in profit. It's something you can live on, but it's not something you can get excited about. So when I started selling the duplicates, I just want to kind of give a couple examples here of how much money can be made and how quick you can do it. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you some of the original agreements that I had, and I know that you won't be able to necessarily make out the text and things like that, and that's sort of the point, because these are the originals. But let me just go through a few of them here. This first deal is for $100,000. This next deal is for $90,000. Here's one for $40,000, $24,000, $9,000, and here's $70,000. Now, when I speak of the money here, for instance, that last one for $70,000, or any of them, I mean this is about 99% of that is profit. So that's about $89,000 in profit that comes to me. So just to be clear here, that many times people speak of total revenue, and I'm speaking of net income. So this is profit to me. So this is incredibly lucrative. I had a website originally earning $30,000, and now it's well into the many hundreds of thousands of dollars, essentially doing not very much additional work. And just to cover how much additional work that is to sell a duplicate, if you have the website that's already built here in the US or the .com, and you want to build it, for instance, like the .co.uk, you open up your web server, and this is if you have Microsoft Expression Web, by the way. This is the example I'm giving. That's the design tool I use. So I open up my web server using Expression Web. I click File and then Publish Web, and then I type in the new URL, and it automatically takes all those files from the original server, puts them to the new server, and in about 30 minutes. And you just use the Find and Replace feature to go change the name. I think you can kind of see what I'm getting at when it just took me 30 minutes to earn $100,000. So it's quite incredible. And virtually everyone says it's a very silly thing to do, because aren't you diluting your market, or aren't you giving away all your ideas and stuff like that? And the answer is absolutely not. The markets are so segmented at this point. They're farther apart than they've ever been, because the algorithms for each country are so specific now that it's very difficult to have a .com come up, for instance, in the UK or Australia or anywhere else in the world. Okay, a couple of other things to cover. By last count, Yahoo had 28 country-specific search engines. That's quite a lot. That's quite a many to sell there. When you do sell them, for instance, for like a French one, you don't have to do the conversion from English to French. You just have them handle that. At least that's what I've done in the past. That makes it easy. In some ways, I don't have enough time in this video to cover everything. Luckily, everything is covered in the book, which in chapter 8, which is completely free. If you just go to bestwebsite.com, you can get the download right now for free, and it's chapter 8. It covers everything I've talked about here. I've given a few bit more information that's in the book now, but there's definitely stuff in the book that I haven't talked about here. So okay, so that's all I think I wanted to cover for this short video. I'll be making more videos soon, so I hope you check back. And depending on when you're viewing this video, the printed version will be coming out late March 2008. You can purchase it through Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. So I certainly appreciate you listening to the video here, and I hope to help. Okay, mahalo.